Are you trying to optimize your sellers' productivity and book more warm meetings? You have tons of prospects that you're working with, but you need to prioritize and give them the most important accounts that they can go after. What if you can score and prioritize based on real buying signals? I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in GTM Studio. Let's dive in. So here I am, I'm in GTM Studio. I'm going to go into workbooks. First thing I'm going to do is create a new workbook with ZoomInfo. I'm going to select companies here. Let's start with account type prospects. Going to narrow down further. It's 1.4 million. Then I'm going to do business model as B2B, company type, public, and then let's do the location, it's United States, and then let's do the industry as software. And for this particular use case, I want to show how if you were solving for data management and you have a solution for data management, how would you prioritize for this particular prospecting? So for this one, I'm going to go and look at companies that are using certain technology. So for example, I'm going to do data warehousing. This is great. So I only get the companies that are using some sort of data warehousing. So this is great. I have 190 accounts of prospects that I can import. Now I'm importing this data into workbook. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the data agent to figure out how sophisticated are they with AI or any emerging technology in general. So I'm going to go ahead and just ask this question. Describe their AI technology sophistication. Give a score of 1 to 10. All right, so data agent is telling us that web research is the best place to find this information. I'm going to just go ahead and look at the preview. So we got the response back from the data agent. We got a ton of good signals. I'm going to go ahead and save this column. All right, so now that we have the score, the next thing that I'm going to do is add the technology signals. So I'm going to click on Enrich. I'm going to go into signals. I'm going to choose technologies. Let's give it a name as data warehouse tech installs. And here I'm going to just type in data warehouse as a search. All right, so there's a few options that we can return the responses. The first one is a list of products, which I'm very interested in. I'm also interested in the count of tech products. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. And we got 2 columns that are getting generated. So the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add any type of scoops that they may have. I'm going to go ahead and click on Enrich. I'm going to click on signals, click on scoops, click on next. All right, let's give it a name, AI scoops. In description, I'm going to do AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning. And I'm specifically looking for information engineering and technical for this specific task. And again, there's a couple of options that we can return for this particular task. I'm going to get the actual count of scoops, which can also help us with the scoring model. So I'm going to click on next, save. Great, so we have the AI scoops count now. And the last one that I want to do is actually try to find the titles or the count of people or the buyers that are in these organizations. So I'm going to go ahead and click on find contacts. And the first thing I'm going to do is just start adding in some of these titles. So anybody with the title artificial intelligence, ML engineer, AI engineer. I'm just going to go ahead and only choose VPs and directors. And then finally, I'm going to choose the output. So I'm going to choose the total counts of contacts for these titles. Let's go ahead and preview first and see if we're getting enough results. If not, we can expand our scope of titles. So we got some counts on these titles here. So I'm going to go ahead and save this column. So the final step is actually going and creating a quick scoring model that we can actually build on top of this to then start prioritizing some of these accounts. So I'm going to go click on Enrich, click on Transform, click on Formula. So in order to describe this formula, I'm going to say apply a weighted formula, the score from AI technology sophistication multiplied by 2. And then I also want to know the count. So I'm going to say the count of data warehouse multiplied by 1. I also want to do AI scopes count. So the AI scopes count is 1. So I'm going to do equal to AI scopes count multiplied by 1. And then finally, I want to actually give the count of buyers a higher weight. So let's do this. So I'm going to do count of buyer multiplied by 2 times. Give me the formula for the final output. Let's try. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually using natural language to explain what I want and let AI take care of all the formula. So we got this information now. We can actually go ahead and start prioritizing. So I'm going to save this here. This is good. So we've been working on the first 10 prospects here. This is sort of the quick interaction that we can do in workbook. So I can actually see all these scores all the way filled for the first 10 rows. I'm going to go and click on run column to run this for the rest of the rows. So now I have the in-market score generated for every one of my prospects. And I can actually go ahead and sort them to prioritize the most important prospects who are showing that they are in market for my data management solution. And I hope this was helpful. And prospect prioritization is one of the many use cases that we are going to solve with GTM Studio. I'm super excited to bring this product to market, and I hope you're excited too.